You came again. Welcome and thank you for your patience. I know you have been waiting eagerly for a 3-month authentic plan so you can implement it as soon as possible to become fluent in English. So here we go. I am here with your plan. Alright, so no one is left behind because I have a plan for A1, A2, B1, B2, even for C1, C2 level learners. Don't leave any part because each and every part is gonna add some value in the end of the day. Okay, and if you haven't watched the first part of this video, please do watch. Then this video is gonna make better sense for you. Alright, so now without wasting your precious time, let's directly dive into it. So before starting your journey, all of you, I'm gonna give you a tag, a brain tattoo, which you have to keep with you no matter what. Alright, so I have a brain tattoo for beginners, A1, A2, for intermediate, B1, B2, and for advanced, C1, C2. Now listen to me very carefully. The people who are at A1, A2 level, they lack patience. Okay, so patience is the key. This is what you have to keep in mind. B1, B2 level people, you have to keep your motivation. You lack motivation because learning curve, it goes like this. What happens when you are keep learning in mid, you feel burned out. When you don't see results, you feel like giving up. So motivation is something which you have to keep up. Now let's come for the C1, C2 level learners. What is the brain tattoo which you have to keep with you? I know all notion. No, you shouldn't be like this. You have to update yourself because world is getting updated. Okay, now buckle up because I'm gonna share plan for A1, A2, beginner and lower intermediate level. Alright, so to keep the momentum going, to keep you motivated so you will not lose your patience, I have an amazing anecdote to share with you, and I know after listening to this you will not lose your patience. Okay, so what happened, a month back, a learner joined my session. Okay, her name is Kajal. I was just talking to her and she was just speaking. Wow, her speaking way was top notch. So I just simply asked that, hey, your communication is already up to the mark. Where were you practicing before this? Do you know what was her answer? It really made me stunned. She said, actually, ma'am, you are the first person with whom I am speaking in English. So I asked, before this, you were not practicing to anyone. She said, no, you are the one with whom I am practicing and have never ever practiced with anyone. Can you imagine? She has never ever practiced in English with anyone, still her communication is top notch. But what was she doing then? What has made her this good at communicating? This is what exactly you will get in your A1, A2 plan. The first thing which you need for these upcoming 3 months, which you're not gonna leave, is immersion. You have to indulge yourself in English. But I'll tell you, how are you going to immerse? It doesn't mean you will just do each and everything to immerse into it. Otherwise, again, you will be confused. What's working for me and what's not? You're not going to study vocabulary separately. You will not study idioms, pronunciation, grammar separately. You do not need to study anything separately at all. All you need is only immersion. Now listen to me. See your mind as a blank slate, is a blank empty bucket, okay? And your mind again is a tank and your mouth is a tap. So what you fill in still here definitely will come out of your mouth. Okay, so there are two ways you can immerse yourself into English. First is read thoroughly. And this is an active activity because you need to sit, you need to exert some energy out of you, right? Don't ask what to read, read everything. This is the one way. Your choice whether you want to go with first and second, okay? Read what comes your way. Fine, that's how you can immerse and indulge yourself, where you do not need to study any vocabulary, any pronunciation, any idiom separately. You will get subliminally from this, right? Now the second way to immerse yourself into English is listen to the content thoroughly. Whether it is active listening or it is passive listening. Minimum 15 minutes, maximum 30 minutes, you have to go for active listening. What is active listening? Where you are actually watching a video, you are understanding everything, how that person is forming a sentence, how that person is moving hands, how that person is just showing his gesture and everything. That is called active listening, where you try to understand all the layers of their way of speaking. Okay. Second is passive listening. And yes, I have a suggestion which books you can read and what kind of podcast you can listen. So here's the whole list. Take a screenshot and start from here only. For at least 3 months, I have given you the list for these books, because see, you're not going to read one book in a per day, right? It will take some time. So, if you ask now what that girl was doing, actually, she was immersing herself into English, not by talking to people, but just by listening a lot. And now I don't know how she has become this good at it. She's not lying, I bet. Pick either way, whether you can go with listenings or you can go with reading. What is that second thing you need for these upcoming 3 months where you're not even gonna take break of one day? Is consistent speaking practice. What kind of speaking practice and where? I will tell you that. I can understand here you are at beginner level. At the same time, you are quite introvert. So it can't happen like every day you can't practice with people. First, when I was so introvert, I could not talk to anyone. All I did was this, the thing which I'm going to share with you. So here is the 5-step process which you have to follow if you don't have anyone to talk. So first thing, you are going to record yourself. It takes nothing. You need your camera. You can't make any lame excuse here, right? So record yourself. First thing. Now you might be thinking, I can record myself, but what to talk? Don't worry. You have 3 months. Okay. It means 90 days. I will give you 90 topics. Every day you have to pick one. And every day you have to speak on that. Take that topic, and I would even recommend just practice a bit before just recording. Practice a bit. See, I haven't told you to write, but still, if you want to write while practicing that topic, you can write. If you want to think in your mind, you can think, and then go and record. Preparation is always good. Second one, simple. You do not need to go anywhere else. Do you have your phone? Just create your own group where only you are the one, or text back to yourself. Okay, on WhatsApp, you can text yourself. Every day, record one voice clip. If not, then you have a recorder. Record yourself in that clip and listen to yourself. Maybe 3 minutes, 5 minutes, that's entirely your choice. And you do not need to worry about it that what to talk there. I'm already going to give you these 90 topics. Okay. Third thing is do shadow. In shadow, what do you have to do? Simply, you have to pick a video where you actually just appreciate the way they speak and start speaking after them. Pause, repeat. Pause, repeat. And if you can do simultaneously, do shadow at least for 5 minutes, 10 minutes every day. Do it. People are doing miracles with shadowing. Do you have any idea? Now, the fourth thing which you can do, whether you have someone or not, just talk to yourself. So what happened, just 2-3 days back, I just asked, Kajal, she was not actually available for class. Next day I asked, like, today you were not available? She said, yeah ma'am, actually I already practiced for 2 hours. I said, okay, where did you practice? Because you don't talk to anyone. Actually ma'am, I was talking to myself. Like, for 2 hours you were talking to yourself? Like, can you see? And she even enjoyed that a lot. Okay, fine, you can also do it, but the issue is what to talk. Ask questions to yourself. Don't have questions? I will give you 90 questions for these 3 months. Every day ask one question and try to see that with different aspects. Try to elaborate that question. If you want to write on that, you can write. If you want to read article on that, you can read. Otherwise, check your life's experience. If you are alone in the room, you can vocalize it. If not, talk to yourself in mind. Today only I did it in the morning time. I was just sitting and I just started, chattering. I was literally becoming so talkative. The fifth strategy, you can go with one-on-one conversation, because yes, a lot of introverts, they are quite fine when they go with one-on-one in this sense where they are not going to see you. All they know is just your voice, though they are disconnecting what, that's entirely fine. Okay, so you can go one on one. Now your question is, where would I go with one on one? So first thing is, you can enter to my groups. I have a lot of groups. Yes, I am not monitoring these groups, but there are a lot of lot of people who are practicing there. Go practice there. First thing, the link is in the description box. Okay. Second, go to Ace Fluency application. They are giving 30 minutes for free. Third thing, you can use CV application. You can go there. Now quickly move for the third thing for A1, A2 level, but this third thing is your choice entirely your choice whether you want to do it or not. If you want to skip it, you can, because in A1, A2 level there are people who are free and there are people who are busy, right? So accordingly you have to check which one is going to work for you. First thing, if you want to do it passively, side by side, if you have time, and entirely your choice is reading. You can read if you want. Books I have already suggested. Whether read online or offline, entirely your choice. Okay. Now if you really want online books, you can go in the description box. For books I have just written a code. Okay, just text me on that number with the code, so I will understand you need a book, so I'll share those books with you. Okay, so first thing, you can read books if you are interested. Second thing, you can write. Your choice entirely, no one is forcing you. Okay, if you have time you can write, otherwise you can leave it if you are at A1, A2 level. Third thing is study grammar. Okay, study grammar. I would not recommend you to study words this time, because words get passively unless you are interested to learn these things. All right, when it comes to study, what to study in grammar, this is the major and most asked question. So I'm going to tell you a couple of things, maybe 4 to 5 things which you can study if you are at very beginner level. First thing, you can simply go with tenses. 70% of our speech is based on tenses. Though you become great speaker, still tenses are the backbone. Okay, so first you're going to study tenses. Second, go with parts of speech. Okay, third, go with verbs. Parts of speech concludes verb as well, but study verbs separately. Fourth, study word order and question words. Become really good at asking questions. Okay, this is another thing you have to study. Now the last and fifth thing is prepositions. Study prepositions. Okay, it will help you for sure if you are at beginner level. So these are the things which you have to take care of. Now let's talk about duration. What needs to be duration? Duration is 15 minutes active listening, 30 minutes speaking practice, and last 15 minutes you can dedicate and allocate for this passive activities, for like this is entirely your choice. So in this way you just have to dedicate 1 hour only. But if you want to go for more, you can read, you can write. These are the things you can do, but please be consistent with it while having patience throughout these 3 months. Definitely you will see results. Okay, so it was all for A1, A2 level. Now let's move for next plan, and this plan we have for B1, B2 level learners who are at intermediate level or at upper intermediate level.